I mean, it's a great honor, first of all. You watch this, you become very humbled. You found yourself almost swinging at the plate. I mean, I was like, I knew I was going to hit it, but I still felt like I was still going to hit the ball out in 72, because there's a certain thing about hearing that recording again and again. It still sends chills through me. And when I used to walk into the old stadium, I can almost still hear the echoes of the crowd that day. But more importantly, it's seeing the players and seeing the people that really helped make me and mold me, the management, the manager, the coaches, all the people that went into creating Johnny Bench. First of all, you saw my mom and dad, a passion that my dad had for playing, hoping to play. And unfortunately, 2 hitches in the war, he never had that opportunity. But he hoped that one of his sons was able to play. And my love for the game went throughout my career. I just assumed I was going to play Major League Baseball, but still I was prepared for whatever. And I had no idea when coming to Cincinnati and being drafted in 1965 in the first free agent draft that all I knew about the Reds at that time was they got beat by the Yankees in '61. And so I said, what am I getting myself into? Well, fortunately for me, it was a great city, and it was the greatest players on earth. I mean, to see again, Sparky. Someone asked me on the chat line, what was Sparky? What was your best memory of Sparky? And I said, well, every day was walking into the clubhouse and seeing Sparky, because he was always a constant. He was always a friend. He was always a mentor. And to know that we played, as you have, and your memories of all the other great players, and we hope to get the statues up of the Big Four, working on that as well. I feel very humbled and honored that I would be the choice to have my statue up here. It's a passion here in Cincinnati. I know it's an underlying passion sometimes. We pretend to, and we are great fans, but we don't quite support it to the 100% that we need to. What's happened now is that the Castellinis have come back to baseball and given it that oomph again that we had back in those days. They've given it heart, they've given it soul, they gave it a heartbeat that's now thumping and thriving. When you formulate a team, you get the best players, the quality players. You get the best people at each position, and you get that mix. And it's so exciting again to feel that again and to see the Castellini family entirety of being involved, and the owners now that love it every minute, the people that support it and are still a part of it. So for me, it's a great reward to see that baseball is coming back in such a wonderful way. And Bob Castellini's passion goes unmatched. His staff, the club that now is sort of being run by young, vibrant, or except for Joe's not young, but young, vibrant people that still have the same thing in mind. The Williams family has been just such a long, long owner, a part of the Cincinnati Reds. So it's great to have that tradition. It's great to have new tradition. It's great to have excitement. As a lot of you have seen, there's a lot of memories out there in that other room. And I feel honored that, you know, and I'm quite proud. I mean, I'm very proud. I worked hard. I mean, you squat 500,000 times, you deserve something. I need something else at this point. You know, 2 aspirins and a get well card would probably do me well. But to look at some of the old things, you know, it's Rick and his staff and Chris has all of it done such a marvelous job, and a lot of it went into the thought of it, but the preparation and being able to put everything. And they went through all my storage units. I found stuff today that, well, I brought stuff today that I still had my World Series rings, my 2 National League Championship rings, All-Star rings, things that I brought that will also be put into the display. The Hall of Fame ring is something I'll probably hang on to for a little while. But I just, I'm honored, and I thank all of you, all the media, all my friends that helped make Cincinnati such a wonderful part of me. So we are looking forward to the statue. We, you know, we're still on a fund drive to make sure that we have it. I've met with Tom Chichia, the sculptor. We've gone through a lot of stuff. We're going to do more stuff, but it really is exciting to think that this is happening. And I guess, you know, My dad would be here, he'd be all swelled up with pride, and I told him he could do it the whole time. I knew it. I just knew it. See them shoulders go through there, and keep your eye on the ball. We used to play, and when we started Little League, when I was 6 years old, we rode around the back of the pickup truck. And we used to drive around town to have to get an 8th or 9th player because, they didn't all show up. So we had to knock on doors and say, can Danny come out and play today? No, he's working. Okay, and go to Jimmy, you play? Yeah, he can play, but he's got to be back. And we would lose. And it was our first year, nobody really played. And my dad would say, that's all right, let's go get a cheeseburger. And we'd go get a cheeseburger, and at the end of the year, we beat a team that was undefeated, and they were over there crying. And today it's the parents that are over there crying. And I keep telling you parents, you don't know anything about baseball, leave them alone, shut up, stay at home, don't say anything, they can play without you. But I looked at my dad and I said, what's wrong with them, son? And they said, they haven't learned to lose yet. Let's go get a cheeseburger. So baseball was fun. And when you had a chance to play with the Big Red Machine, the players, even before, what we became in '72 with the Lee Mays and the Tommy Helms and Alex Johnson's picture up there, and to see Tio Acosta and some people that you may not have recognized, it brings back a lot of memories. And so when you look back in there, there are a lot of thoughts that go through, I'm sure, all of your minds. Everybody seems to have a story where I was at this point and what I did, and when I got when we were on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and George Clooney, we were trying to woo him out, Joe Morgan and I. So we were playing catch in front of his bungalow, and we were supposed to lure him out. Well, he came out and says, come on in, come on in. And they started screaming, don't go in, don't go in. And when we got in there, he had baseball cards of the Reds, of us, and he wanted us to sign them. And he said, you probably don't remember me, but I met you when I was 8 years old. Of course, Nick was a great friend of ours, and he used to brag about having those straight A tickets, which meant a lot to him. So there's a lot of people that have come to our games that have been Reds fans throughout this country and have been a part of history. And now I'm honored to have an opportunity to display some of the trophies, some of the things that happened to me. It's interesting, in 1972, I became the first staple surgery in America. I had a spot on my lung. So, we're listening to what Bronson has with valley fever. Bronson, get over it. You'll be fine. It's fine. You'll be over it. You don't have to have my surgery. And so I never was quite the player after that. And I wish I'd had a better career for all of you, but it turned out to be okay.